So the Caitlin Clark effect has been sweeping across the WNBA and really ever since college basketball, where she drew so many fans during her time at Iowa. And this really all started when she played against South Carolina. It was an amazing Final Four game. They had gotten to the finals and eventually lost to LSU. But that was the moment where, in my opinion, Caitlin Clark caught my attention. And you're seeing these numbers here. The jersey sales almost at 1,200%. Ticket sales have gone up to almost 265%. Out of the 38 games, they are breaking records with 10 of them being broadcast. They're the most nationally viewed team. They have 800 million social video views. They're ranked number one in that department. You look down here, they're the largest number of team sponsors in the WNBA. And 1.8 followers, number one. 1.3 followers gained between April 15th to July 19th. That is the Caitlin Clark effect. We can sit here and act like this isn't a real thing, but she is the main reason why people are watching the WNBA. My wife, who doesn't really care about basketball, is watching the WNBA because of Caitlin Clark. She wants a jersey of Caitlin Clark. That's how much impact Caitlin Clark is having on this league. And people will say, oh, well, what about the women who paved the way? They deserve credit, but no disrespect. They are not gaining the same amount of attention. This is equivalent to the impact Michael Jordan had on the NBA. His shoes are still being sold today. They talk about his airness and the impact he had, the 6 championships, the dynasty with the Chicago Bulls, the slam dunk contest. I can go on and on about Michael Jordan. His time at North Carolina was another big moment because he had a shot that won him the national championship game. You look at the Dream Team where he played with Larry Bird. He played with Magic Johnson. He played with Charles Barkley, Clyde Drexler, and the list goes on. And Michael Jordan brought the game to another level, which led to Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and so forth. This reminds me of the impact that Tiger Woods has had on golf. He's won 82 PGA Tour events. He's won 15 majors. And he was a big part of why golf grew. It reminds me of Serena Williams and all her runs in the tournaments that she won in tennis. Roger Federer was another big name. You look at Lionel Messi, you look at Ronaldo. Those are big names in soccer, or I should say football. So that's what Caitlin Clark is doing here for the WNBA and the impact she's having on her teammates, like Aaliyah Boston. She is the perfect teammate for Caitlin Clark. She doesn't talk trash about her. She doesn't criticize her in the media. And she's always praising Caitlin Clark. This woman, Aaliyah Boston, is perfect in her role. And I think as Aaliyah Boston gets better in her game and gets more opportunities with Caitlin Clark's playmaking, she's going to get deals along the way. She's going to get notoriety and attention because you're playing with Caitlin Clark. And when people are watching Caitlin Clark, they're going to turn their attention to Aaliyah Boston when she's making amazing plays, when she's scoring the basketball, when she's making winning plays. And if the Fever win a championship and she's the second option, or let's just say she has a couple games where she takes over in certain moments of the game, people are going to remember Aaliyah Boston. It's a win-win for Clark and Boston here. And the scary part about this whole situation is we are just in year 1 of Caitlin Clark's era. Imagine how she's going to be in year 2. Imagine when she gets used to a full season of the WNBA where she doesn't have as many shooting slumps and she's able to withstand the physicality and she gets stronger in the offseason. Look out. It's going to be scary stuff. And I'm excited for it. But if you're a WNBA fan, you've been looking for the league to grow, you should be excited with these numbers because if these numbers can translate to other teams, the league is going to grow. There's no doubt about that. But it doesn't take many players. I keep saying that. You had Magic and Bird. You had Michael Jordan. You had LeBron. You had Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. So if you've had these iconic players help grow the league, I think Steph Curry doesn't get talked about enough because he was able to grow the league in a way where people can relate to him because he was small and he could shoot the three-point shot. So people are like, okay, if I can shoot the three, I can be really good at this game. LeBron James getting compared to Michael Jordan. Kevin Durant is a sniper. So again, as long as you have a few players who can help elevate your league, that's why I think Angel Reese is a key component to the WNBA growing with her stuff she does in the offseason, with her modeling, with her IG, with her TikTok. She's actively involved in social media. You want that from a player like Angel Reese. Even if Caitlin Clark isn't as active on those platforms, you have someone else to carry that responsibility. I just think at this point, the WNBA needs to make sure they keep marketing their players, because if you drop the ball with Caitlin Clark and you drop the ball with Angel Reese, that's your fault. And then for the selection committee, please pick Aaliyah Boston, pick Caitlin Clark, and pick Angel Reese for 2028. Because if you see these numbers, you're going to get the same attention if they're in LA. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. You go back to her college days at Iowa when they played LSU, over 12 million views. UConn, over 14 million views. Versus South Carolina, I believe it was at 18 million views. It was crazy numbers. They were the most watched basketball game since 2016 until USA played France the other day. So to act like she's not going to help grow the league, to act like she's not making an impact, is pure ignorance, and you're not really looking at the numbers. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'd love to hear your thoughts about the Caitlin Clark effect in the WNBA and throughout her career. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.